She said Boise State's going to get a first round bye in the college football playoff.
Here we go!
Welcome back to the Pin and Pool podcast. I am George, aka Pin.
And I am Junior, aka Pool.
This is Pin and Pool. Welcome back to it, people. So this past week, very, very, very close game to Tejas. Almost able to get it done. I guess we'll start there, Junior. Let's just get your thoughts from the Texas game.
Yeah, man, it was a heartbreaking loss for us. We went into it. We had a really good game plan. We felt really confident, and just some plays didn't go our way, and we weren't able to come out on top. They have a really solid defense. I think we could have definitely played better on the offensive line. We had a few missed assignments late in the game, which kind of hurt us, and man, it's just now we just got to look back on it. We reflected on it already, and we're moving on to Law Tech and trying to get bowl eligible.
Yeah, there was definitely some things that the offensive line could have been a little more tidied up on. Even going back, watching over the film, what do you? I guess tough question to start. What do you really think makes the difference on teams where the offensive line is communicating at a high level? Is it the defense is doing a lot of stuff? Is it mental? Where are these mistakes coming?
I think a lot of it just comes from experience and time. I think the best offensive lines are the ones that play with each other the longest, and the ones that are able to basically not communicate because everybody's already on the same page. And I think we are so close to reaching that point. We have, all the pieces to kind of do it, and we're doing it at practice. And then, at game time, something, it's a little bit different. And so I think just kind of experience and time is really the answer to that question.
Yeah, and you guys, this is the first time you guys are all assembling, and I mean, this is it's not an easy position group to just kind of plug and play. You
Yep.
guys aren't the receivers of the world. You guys are an entire unit that has to operate, um,
As one.
as one,
Yeah.
as a unit. So I'm looking forward to seeing that taking place this upcoming week versus La Tech. You guys are taking on the Bulldogs.
Yep.
What have you
Of
seen
La
so far?
Tech. They have a really weird defense. They play a 3-3-5, I want to say it's called, defense. So their box and their structure is really different from anything we've played all year. But good thing is Mateos has played against a defense coordinator that has done this kind of scheme. So we're putting in some new stuff, and can't really say too much, but I really like kind of what we got going on, what we're brewing up. Uh, I think I really want to run the ball a lot. I think we could run it for at least 300 this game, but we're going to see what happens. But no, I really like our scheme and kind of our game plan going into this game.
Yeah, 3-3-5 or like some sort of stack is what they're gonna be in.
Yeah,
Is that what you're
they
saying?
they have this one guy. We call him the Patriot, who kind of is kind of unorthodox. He plays not at the safety level, but also not at the linebacker level, kind of somewhere in the in between.
Okay.
And so their defense is meant for stopping the run. But I think with everything we got in our game plan, man, we had some sick shit going in, and I'll kind of fill you in after a little bit. But it's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, I imagined when you said the stack, it gives you easy access. This is actually something that your defense has been running when they run the 3-2-6, and you guys are even in running downs on defense, maintaining that. What you basically need in that defense to be successful is safeties that are willing to break their neck to fill the gap.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you need just reckless players.
Yep.
Uh, so yeah, I hope you guys exploit that. Maybe a couple of trap plays, uh, some kick out blocks, some big holes. I don't know. I just that's what I'm expecting based off of what you told me. So, um, that's good. Any other any players for La Tech that we should keep our eye out for? I feel like every team has one player that's like better than the
Yeah,
rest.
I haven't really seen the offensive side, so I'm not really too sure about that. I have heard that they run a lot of Wildcat, so that's gonna be kinda interesting.
Hmm.
But, on the defensive side, they have, this nose tackle who's pretty solid. I wanna say he's number 90. Really shifty guy, plays hard, plays fast, moves well for his size, so, we're just gonna have to tune in on him, and, I think if we do that, we'll be just fine.
Uh, you guys are going to be having the senior day festivities. Is there anything fun that has been like happening around for the seniors this week?
Not really, man. I mean, we have really only like two seniors that have really stuck through it all. Been here for 6 years. That's Hudson Clark and Eric Gregory, and so they were honored captains yesterday. That was posted on social media yesterday. So really happy for both of them. Uh, and yeah, we're just trying to get this game done for them. They've seen the thick and thin of, the highs and the lows of Arkansas football. They've put in their time. They've made this place better than it was before they got here. And so, we just wanted to send them off on a good note and, send them off on their high horse, leaving Arkansas. Donald, right? Holy shit.
Oh no, he's done it.
DWR.
There we go.
DWR. I'm just going to keep it simple. DWR Stadium.
The D Dub. Yeah, senior night's very important. You guys in this senior night have the ability to get bowl eligible.
Yeah.
Uh, and we've been talking about this, and you're rocking the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. God damn, I'm so glad that the SEC is not a part of that bowl game because that was tough. That was a
Yeah.
tough one to sit through. Fun, but definitely was just cold. It was so cold.
It was
Uh,
cold. It was disgusting.
but this is huge because we got the Vegas Bowl on our minds. I have been telling everybody in Vegas, Junior, I'm like, you're going to see us and Coach Prime. All right, December 27th at Allegiant. Get ready for it.
Dude,
So we'll see.
imagine that'd be some prime time shit right there. You'd have to tune in and oh bro, I wish. I wish.
Yeah. All right. Bye, babe. Have a good work day.
Bye, Cameron.
Mm, Have a good one. I've been telling everybody, Junior. Coach
I think
Prime, Vegas
I,
Bowl versus Arkansas.
I've been trying to put it in the air too, man. I just try to keep manifesting it. I wore a Vegas shirt to the facility a few days ago, and so I've just been trying to put it into people's minds of the
This is where
goal,
we're going.
the goal. This is where we're going.
I love that. I love that for you. So Junior, after this week, you guys have one more week, and in that week, it's huge. It's Missouri. That would be the one that solidifies it, if I'm correct, that Vegas Bowl
Yeah.
would be in contention.
Yes, yes. I think that's the one that we need to obviously we need to get this one first.
Yep.
And once we get this one, then yeah, we would have to secure with a Missouri win to even give us a chance to go there. And they're playing some solid ball right now. I'm not too sure about their quarterback. I know their quarterback has been in and out. So kind of
Yeah.
had to just see how that plays out. They have a really good wide receiver and that's gonna be talk about cold games. I feel like that shit's gonna be freezing.
Yeah. Definitely no sleeves for you.
Nope.
God. Yeah. I'm gonna be enjoying watching you from the comfort of Kiki and Odie's house.
Nice.
Uh it is gonna be nice. So let me try to think here. Junior, there was a lot of news from college football this past week, just talking about the college football playoff. we're all very, very confused. I think this is even more confusing than the 68 team bracket that we have in March. As a matter of fact, I know it's more confusing because at least with the 68, you got a lot of teams in there that avoid this weird conversation with where do you stand? Where do you feel like these teams rank up based on their strength of schedule? So, on the other side, Junior, I want to talk about the college football playoff, some of the biggest moments from this past week in college football, and some of the best uniforms that you're going to be seeing this upcoming
Ooh.
weekend. We'll see you on the other side. All right, we are back, Junior. This segment is sponsored by Buena Vida Chiropractic. Have you been to the new location? What can you tell the people about it?
I have checked out the new location. It's bigger, better than ever. It's right next to a Pilates class, man. So, that's gonna be kind of something that I'm gonna have to try to see if I can get into. But no, beautiful location, man, right by a Jersey Mike. So you can get cracked up, get yourself a sub, get yourself some Pilates. No, it's a beautiful spot, man, though, nonetheless. Huge space. And yeah, no, I'm really happy for him. And I Doc hopes to see many people there.
Yeah, Doc, unfortunately could not see us this past week. We just came in a little too late, so we're
Yeah.
not gonna. I'm gonna have to make a special trip down to Arkansas, to check out the new location when I go see a Arkansas basketball game. Which, by the way, I guess we could start there with that. Did you see Coach Cal talking about hey, these people need to sell their tickets to people that are actually going to go to the games?
If you have tickets and you're not going to use them, I guess you could go online and give them to the university.
Absolutely.
They'll
Yeah.
give them away. Or even better yet, give them to your neighbor. Here, do you want to go to an Arkansas game? Think about the Kansas game, what that game was like, because 50% of the building were people who could never get in the building. And it was made their month being able to be in there and enjoy that. So don't sit on tickets. Either give them away or we'll give them away.
I did see that, dude, and the attendance has been bad, man, which is surprising for a team of this, stature and how stacked they are. You'd think that these games would be packed, and they're not right now, which is surprising, man. And so I agree with them. If you have tickets and you're just holding on to them, dude, like what are we doing? These players feed off the energy of the crowd, and so we need to get butts in seats. And I need to do my part, and I need to go to games too. So I have no room to really talk, but we do need to get people in at those games.
Yeah, I found it to be one. This is the first of many Coach Cal and Arkansas basketball stories we will see throughout the year. Like this is like I automatically I just know it. This is one of 10,000. So yeah, every person in Arkansas with a brain was like, I'm gonna buy season tickets. They're probably cheaper than they've been in a while. Uh, or well, now that Cal got hired, the price probably popped up as it should have. But they're
Right.
like, you know what? I'm just going to sell them and make my money back on the year, and you just can't make it in a reseller market. It's interesting, especially when you have a lot of empty seats and you know it. Like when you're at shows or anything, they try to push the people that are like at the top, to fill the
Yeah.
lower
Yeah.
bowl. Um, so maybe you start seeing some of that. They're like, fuck it. If these people aren't going to come, fill in. Just find a spot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and the thing is, like, the basketball team's putting up a really good brand. If you ever watch them play, they play fast. Theo is one of my favorite players. This dude dunks the ball every single time, it feels like. And no, they got dudes, they play fast, they play physical, and so it's hard not to like what they're putting out there on the court. And so it's a shame that people aren't, showing up.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it'll turn around as the season progresses and they figure out
Definitely.
this whole ticketing thing.
Yeah.
So that being said, I teased the college football playoff. Let's just hop into it right now. If the college football playoff was to start today, these would be your seeds and matchups. So the four teams that would get a bye: are Oregon, Texas, Miami, and Boise State.
Like,
Let's
come
just
on.
start with those. Group of 5 to get a bye should not happen, in
No,
my opinion.
no, no, no. And they have already a loss, and I get the losses to a good Oregon team, but no, you cannot give it to a group of 5 team. You got to make them prove their worth in the college football playoffs first before you could even give them that luxury.
Correct. I agree with you 100%. Oregon really is the only team that I'm seeing there in that in the top 4 that I'm like, okay, they warrant being there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Oregon. Who else is it? It's Oregon. Miami just had a bad loss. I don't know what they're also doing up there too, but that's but you get that bye for winning your conference, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I see that. That makes sense. So, man, it's gonna be weird, bro. It's gonna be really weird because it's like, what if Miami loses their conference game to
It-
SMU?
yeah. Then they're out.
Then they're out, and then SMU gets a bye.
That's the
I
shit.
just, I don't know, man. I think there's some flaws in this system already, and it, I think this is gonna be me being biased. There should only be 2 people that get an automatic bid for a first week
First
bye,
round
and that's
bye. I am Junior
SEC
so
and Big Ten.
I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. 4 teams getting a bye is a little I get it's just outrageous to me. I guess when you see it in the NFL and you get the 2 top teams on either side get a bye. I know there's more conferences than that, and I should not make these comps, but it just seems like unfair for sure.
No, for
Um,
sure.
so okay, let's go now over. Those are the top 4. I'm gonna start with one team, and I know it sucks to say this being an Arkansas podcast. My favorite team in the college football playoff this year is Ole Miss. Like I don't think they are given necessarily as much respect as they deserve to be given based on their talent level. But they start off with Indiana. Indiana is undefeated currently. They have their big game this upcoming weekend versus Ohio State, I believe.
Yep.
Uh, if Indiana beats Ohio State, they deserve to be a first round bye. Yes or no?
Do they have to win their conference? Are you saying, but they just have to beat Ohio State? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying if they beat Ohio State and they are just like Oregon, an undefeated ball team or team that
Yeah.
wins the
Is-
regular season in the Big 12, yeah, give it to them. The other teams that are listed in this ranking, you got Alabama and Notre Dame, Ohio State and BYU, and then Penn State in Georgia. This would mean that 4 teams are coming from the SEC. You
which
think
I
that's
feel, I
yeah,
feel like that's. I mean, we could maybe sneak in 5, but that's just me being, I want to see success for the SEC, but 4 is a solid number. And the thing is, I think we're gonna see at the end of it, we're probably gonna see at least 3 SEC teams in that Final Four. And that's
that
just me. That's just me being biased, but I think our conference is that good. We got a lot of really good teams,
yeah,
and
when you look in well, the crappy thing is that having that amount of teams in it, there's one section of the bracket entirely that doesn't have an SEC team in it, which I found interesting. And I think they will do this. They will find a way to make sure that there cannot be a Final Four all SEC. They
yeah,
will not fuck that up. I promise you.
no, they know
Um,
they know better. They know better.
because it could happen, dude. I agree with 3 out of the 4 makes good sense to me. It could happen here. Junior, I got to take a shit, dude. I did just
All
need to
right,
make a wave.
all right,
Fucking truck. All right, I'll be
you're all
back.
good.
Oh, I will never. I swear to God, I will never eat this Chinese food again. It's a noodle place.
I was about to say, did you eat Chinese? It kind of sounds
Yeah,
like it.
it was ramen. It was because it's like the only place when I leave the Win at 9:30 at night. Like food places already start to dwindle down a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to go to Chinatown. You got to go get some spicy pork belly noodles, and it
Ooh.
absolutely fucking destroys me every time. I love it. Like in the moment, Junior, my eyes are watering. I'm sneezing. I'm like, oh, this is the greatest noodles of all time. And then the morning comes, and I'm like, this. I feel like shit.
Like, what the hell did I just do?
And I think that's what is happening to these people that are selecting the college football playoff teams. It's too many spicy noodles the day before. Because what the fuck are we doing here? With these matchups. It'll be interesting to see the way they shake out the rest of the year. Entirely too early to get a good glimpse of who we're going to get.
Yep.
But we shall continue to see how this plays out for us. Now, Junior, we had Dad tell us about a very interesting I guess just take that he has, right? Like Dad got very upset or gets upset whenever he sees like your guys' highlights versus UAPB. Um, but there was a UAPB highlight this past week that is absolutely insane. I'm going to play it now.
Also featured a first college career touchdown for a senior. Defensive tackle Willie Miles showcased an epic display of rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling on his way to the end zone to seal the deal.
You know, from scoring touchdowns in high school, I just thought I had to get one before I go out. You know, it was a great way to leave Mumford Stadium. All glory to God.
Did you think they had you like when they grabbed you by your collar, by your neck?
He had me, but I wasn't going down. I had to get in the end zone.
Big man touchdowns are the greatest thing on earth, especially when the big man doesn't even look like he's supposed to be playing football. That did not look like a D1 athlete running.
No. When he got taken to the ground, I thought both of his hamstrings popped out of his legs. I thought both kneecaps shattered. And somehow, by the grace of God, he stood up and kept running. That was incredible, dude. And I already know he was gassed. He was on the sideline, tired as shit, gasping for air. But man, that's every big man's dream right there. You love to see it.
Yeah, it is every big man's dream. When you watch the highlight over again and you watch it in slow motion, and I'm going to shout out to the guy here. Willie Miles
All right.
is 5'9", 350 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a load, bro. That's an
That is.
absolute load. Um, how does a player like this play college football?
Gee, that's a tremendous question. That is a tremendous question. I mean, obviously he has some type of athletic abilities, dude. He almost hit the splits and still scored the touchdown. So, he doesn't have the stature of, one that you'd maybe presume to be a Division 1 football player, but the kid has heart. The kid has heart and he he has a love for the game.
Yeah, he played high school ball. He's a walk-on who's been through 4
Okay.
different head coaches as a Jaguar and played high school ball 1 mile away from Southern, the school that he's playing at. Uh,
That's beautiful. That's a
and yeah,
beautiful
he was
story
told
right there.
last year that he was going to be a starter. So yeah, I mean, it's an amazing story. I just can't keep watching this highlight and just not laugh at all facets of it. The sack was funny.
That's
Okay.
incredible.
The way that the quarterback tries to go grab the ball and then just gets like smashed is also incredibly funny. Willie, it was ladies and gentlemen, if I'm reading this correctly, it was 7 yards from where he got the ball to score,
No
and
way.
and I feel like it was 35 yards.
It looked like 35 yards. No way. It was only 7 yards.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking down on the
Let me rewatch this clip one more time. Oh my God. That's incredible, dude. That is
Okay, no,
incredible.
it was like, it was more than 7 yards. I think it took him about 7 yards to get up to the full speed. Where's the next gen stats on how fast he was moving there? I
That
think
looks
he got up to
even
10.5.
as I say, maybe 11. He
Yeah.
definitely he reached 12 when he hit that celebration of the
And then when he tore his oh my god.
he tore his hamstrings right off the muscle, dude. Oh my god.
Uh
Oh my god.
this
Watching the clip just hurts me.
Junior, the sack just still keeps getting funnier to me. It's so bad, bro. The DN.
I mean,
the tackle is like literally just like, oh no.
he just gave up. He just gave
Oh
up. Like,
no.
dude, like what are we doing? What are we doing, dude?
The crappy thing is I think the big man Willie Miles too also wanted to get like he needed oxygen, but it's Southern, you know? So
Yeah. I don't
I
know
don't
if they have those
yeah.
those essentials.
No,
See,
I know.
I just
Everybody's
no,
asking
no.
for the oxygen tank.
I just sent you another clip. I need you to watch this one because I forgot to send this to you before the pod. But it kind of brings me into a point where I kind of wanted to talk about is HBCUs, bro, and how electric these games are. Because these are straight up, they feel like Friday Night Lights. They're high school, like they're just high school vibes, bro. Not many people in the crowd. And these guys are just out there having the time of their life. Like you seen that clip of Big Boy running. Now I just sent you this clip. I need you to put this clip in.
South Carolina State now has our favorite football player in the game right now. We don't know his name because 53 is not on the roster online or on the travel roster. But this is what he was doing moments ago. Get down with your bad self, number 53, whoever you are. Mr. Get Down, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. That's the type of juice Coach Barry has on this team, and it flows and trickles down from the top to the bottom. If anybody can please identify that man so we can give him his due credit, please let us know.
What? You're telling me there's somebody on the sideline who you don't know who the hell it is? Oh, I love HBCU football, man.
That is one of the greatest videos that I've seen in a while. It's the knee shaking for me. It's the hand up knee shaking.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, so this is HBCU?
I think that's an
I
HBCU. I'm almost positive.
I think it's a D2.
No,
South
no, no.
Carolina State? Morgan State? South Carolina State. Yeah, you are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Junior. And
That kid
that's and to cherry on top, if you are just listening to this on audio, what are you doing? Once again, go watch on YouTube. It was a white kid that was dancing. It was so like
it was,
yeah.
you love to see it, man. This kid has no type of moves, but he's grooving. He doesn't give two shits, man. He's living his best life. They don't even have him on the active roster, but you know he has a jersey on, and that's all that fucking matters to him. It's a beautiful thing to see.
He's like Dan Rue. Do you remember Dan Rue?
No,
The
who the hell
dude
is
that
that?
dances?
No,
Oh,
I've never heard
Junior,
of Dan
yeah.
Rue.
Yeah, you do know who Dan Rue is. He's come on, bro. Dan Rue dance. They made all the 2K dances about him. He has like the big beard. He's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I know
yeah.
what you're talking about now.
He's like Dan Rue, bro. He's just like the white guy that's got the moves.
That's great, man. I
Um,
love HBCU football, man. It's fun to watch.
have you? Oh, is UAPB
Yeah.
HBCU? Okay. How
Yep.
many HBCUs have you played before? Just them.
Uh, no, did I play somebody? Yeah, I think it was just them. But I remember we went to a UNLV football game where they played Southern, right?
No, it
And
was
no, who was it?
Howard.
It was Howard, yeah. They played Howard, they lost to Howard, and they had the really cool marching band. Those marching bands get down.
I know,
They
bro.
get
I was
down and dirty.
I was vibing with them the entire time you guys were beating them by 70. Hey, that band still the tuba, it's still going. It's still going 100 miles an hour. Fourth quarter down by 40.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that's impressive. That is an impressive feat. So, Junior, thing that I wanted to wrap up with this week is I'm gonna do like a little Final Four bracket here, okay, of new uniforms that we're gonna see this upcoming week in college football. So the 4 uniforms are going to be Armies, Navies, Notre Dame's, and LSU's. And I'll give a quick little description context. Notre Dame is wearing all gray, like kind of like a bluish gray with gold, like
Metallic.
embossed, yeah, like type of lettering on both their
Yeah.
numbers and the logo. I've been a Notre Dame fan a long time in my life, and they've come out with cool uniforms before. I would say this is
Up
top
there.
2, top
This is up
3.
there for
So
sure.
that's a tough one to beat. Okay. LSU is going to be rocking all yellow. You could call it gold if you want to be honest. Like I would call this just like they're rocking like a bright yellow color rush.
Yep.
This upcoming week could be a really good look. You've rocked all yellow uniforms before. How do you feel
Gee,
about all yellow?
well, first of all, they're going white hats. They're going white hats, white pants, yellow jerseys. But the all yellow look is a very hard look to pull off, and it's not one that offensive linemen pull off very well. You almost look like a squished banana in those jerseys. Maybe Nike does a little bit better job of making it feel like a little bit not as squished, but yeah, Adidas all yellow it's very sickening. It's not a pleasant sight for the fans. Yeah, the skill guys look good, but it's a very hard look to pull off.
Agreed wholeheartedly. That's why I had to bring it up because they do got some big boys, but it's good that they're going white tops and white pants. Glad you're able to clear that up for us here. So the next 2 uniforms that I'll go over, and maybe the luster is worn off. Are you excited when Army and Navy come out with new uniforms?
They do it once a year, and it's like every year it's like, yeah, those are pretty sick. These are armies are pretty dope. There's something about like that little they have like the heart, the diamonds. Like I love when teams have different helmets for different players. Like I think that's just really unique, really cool. And the little splatter paint on it, it's a nice touch. So I think Army have won this battle over Navy, but Navy in past years have won it. I don't know if you remember the ships that they had on their helmets a few years ago. They're
Yep.
like airbrushed on, dude. Those were incredible. Those were incredible. It's always fun when these two get together because they really show up with their uniform combos.
Yeah, it is sick. I agree with you on the different designs that for each of the different helmets. I also like that they have their last name like on the front, like how it would be on their actual
Yeah.
military uniform. That's sick to me. Uh, I agree with you. I am a fan of Army's uniforms over Navy's this go round. You had brought up something about the custom helmets, and I guess we can just leave it with this. And this will be the poll that we can have everybody answer down below. Tell us which uniform combo is your favorite. Uh, Utah has a specialty helmet that they're going to be rocking this week, specifically for their Polynesian players and all the poly culture that's around the Utah team. But it's a hand painted tribal helmet. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm going to pop it on the screen right now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I know.
That is clean. Oh my God. I really like that.
I
They do
know.
some cool stuff, man. That's gonna be great for recruiting too for them. More than I think they know what they're doing. That's the polys are gonna see that and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what? I found my school. I need to rock the freaking tribal helmet and be a Ute. But no, that is badass. That's very good recruiting right there. Beautiful recruiting. They just keyed to a demographic
Yeah.
hard, and they're gonna get that demographic because that is badass. That's a badass helmet.
Yeah. Have you ever done the haka?
I've never done the haka, dude. That's kind of one thing I always wish we did because we had a lot of polys at San Jose, dude, and that's one of those things where I would hop in. I would love to just fucking slap.
Yeah.
It's scary as shit, bro. Slapping the fuck out of your legs, just fucking.
Did you
I
see
wish.
that they did it in Parliament in New Zealand?
No. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I seen that. Yeah,
I was like, what am I? Everybody definitely was like, what am I watching? The lady rips it like, yeah, that shit's nuts. Terrifying. Like, what a bold move. I just could not believe that they were in a place of politics and what should have been. I don't think
Yeah.
that should be allowed.
What leads to that? I don't know. I don't know what was the problem going
Bro.
on there, but she was pissed. She was pissed.
Well, they were looking at adding another specialty game for the NFL on Tubi. So people who want to watch the NFL would have to purchase a Tubi subscription, a Netflix subscription, a Hulu subscription, NFL Red Zone subscription. And she said, nah, she said, Boise State's going to get a first-round bye in the college football playoff.
There's a lot you could do with that. That's a good meme, bro. That's
Yeah,
a really
bro.
good meme.
We should honestly, I'm gonna look into Pinata Farms is what I use to spice that up. I'm gonna do something with that. That'll be our little meme.
Hell
That we
yeah.
can run with from this episode. So, Junior, it's been a great episode. Rather quick. I know that as the season comes to a close here in a couple of weeks, we're going to be starting to do a little bit more with the show, a little bit outside of the show. So I know you people who have followed us and have wondered what's going to happen when the season ends. Well, the show will continue. At Mr. George Carmona is where you can find me. Junior, where can they find you?
At Carmona JR, if you guys have any suggestions of what you want to see, any kind of content around Arkansas football that you'd like to see, put them down in the comments. Help us out. And we would love to kind of help you guys out and give you guys more information and more content about Arkansas football.
All right, people. We will see you Saturday for senior night against La Tech. Have a good one.
Appreciate
Peace.
you guys.
Yeah!